Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athen, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hence
He got the winning Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Boom!
They got Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and we're it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Rashad
Smith.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's the Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we can be the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate truth.
All right, welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, the Chiefs Blitz podcast. You can check it out on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, share. We are over 2,000 subscribers. I want to thank you very, very much. I'm your host, Nick Athen, with Mr. Henstad, Mr. Lou Montagna, and Coach Andre Tillman with the good Chiefs Kingdom and the good guys. We're going to let you be one of the good guys this week. We're not going to bash you. We're not going to insult you. We're going to be really nice. So, yeah, the Chiefs win over the New York Giants last night, 22-9. Last double-digit victory was also over Wilson at the hands of the Pittsburgh Steelers last Christmas. So there you have it. The Chiefs are now 1-2. They are tied for second place in the AFC West.
A non-one-score game.
The Chargers are 3-0 in the division. I think they're a good team. They're not a great team. So.
And also, they broke the non-winning streak with the Giants on the road.
They did. They were winless in New
small
York.
Sample size, not many trips to the Meadowlands, but
Just
yes,
nine.
they have now defeated all 31 other teams on the road.
That's pretty impressive.
But was it Russell Wilson, though? I mean, it was the Giants. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Everything was highlighted. I get it. I'm just glad the guys won. I'm glad
Me
That's
too.
what I'm glad they won.
A lot of words. Hey, before the Chiefs played, the 1 o'clock window yesterday was drunk, as the kids say.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I flipped to a different game, there was a kick getting blocked, a pick six, or a fumble return. I mean, it was just insane.
Shout out to special teams, guys. Shout out to special teams.
No kidding.
The walk-off in Philadelphia was the craziest one because Jordan Davis, who I think, I don't know. I mean, the Eagles had to get him 40, 50 pounds lighter for him to be
Was it
like
the
a
ref
regular
that helped him
player.
block that kick? I don't know.
And there he was, 340 pounds, hitting 19, almost 19 miles an hour on the return. Unbelievable.
Hey,
What a day.
He's been playing great football, though, for real. Since he lost weight, he's been playing good football.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing good football for the Eagles. Great football.
I think the ref helped him block the kick. Soon he moved
Well,
him
the
up.
ref helped him too with the tush push that was offsides again.
Wow.
Hey,
We're not going to go negative here. Let's go. We're talking about how awesome that 1 o'clock window was.
Well, it was great. I mean, you had let's see, the Packers and the Browns. The Browns scored 13 points in the fourth quarter.
They scored 13 points in the last
though.
3:45.
Okay, well, there you go.
But all
the
the
Jets
Packers,
and the
the
Bucks.
championship win, are the Packers a Super Bowl team? Everybody hyping up the Packers until them dogs got after them. Are they still Super Bowl favorites?
Two games into this season, you have people going on about undefeated. They're this, that, and the other. That's always, again, I hate to be the wet blanket, but just, you pump the brakes a little bit. Let's not anoint teams like way, but I mean, they play 2 games.
Yeah.
Hell, the Colts are 3-0.
The Colts are 3-0.
Listen, hey, Lou, you know how it is, Lou. They always gonna anoint the teams when you be 2-0. They feel like, that's momentum.
Western, welcome back.
but just watching that game, the Browns defense is no joke. I mean, Jim Schwartz has got those guys playing some ball. And I don't know what the Packers were like sleepwalking. They had the extra time. They played on Thursday night or whatever. And wow, just at the end of the game, lack of aggression, some bad plays, and the Browns offense can't get out of their own way. I don't know what they would be if they had like a really good quarterback. Nothing against Flacco. I'm sure there's other issues, but still,
they just don't put him in. I'm just saying.
I agree.
He'll be cut before he gets a chance to start.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, look.
Y'all said the same thing about Thornton. Y'all said the other thing about this.
I didn't say anything bad about Thornton. Not me.
I got footage, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna take.
What I said about Thornton, and I'll stand on it, is that no Baylor wide receiver has ever really amounted to anything.
And I must stand on that one. They do exist, Lou.
Now,
they look damn good, Lou, in your face.
To Tyquan's benefit and to Tyquan's character and everything else that he's put into this, man, he's come a long way, right?
Yeah.
And he's stepping up and making plays. And when the Chiefs version of the Avengers come back, he could be, a solid number 3 or 4 receiver.
But you know what? Honestly, guys, he gets separation. That man's always open.
He's always open.
Always open, man.
We'll get more into that in the show.
You're right.
Let's get right into our sponsors and
all right, let's do it. Let's talk about Underdog Fantasy Play now in Missouri. Play $5, you get $50 in bonus money. It's a great way to enjoy playing sports and having a chance to win some money. You can get up to 1,000 times your game. 9,999, 1,000 went up to. Hey, listen, I was so close yesterday. All I needed was Tyquan Thornton not to drop that football at the goal line, and I would have hit my Mahomes number, and I would have won. But I didn't. It happens. At the end of the day, it's a fun game. Play 5, get 50. Use the promo code Chiefs Blitz. All you got to do is hit the QR code, set up your account, play 5, deposit 5, and you'll get the bonus dollars. It's a fun game. Monday Night Football is tonight, and if you are the Bobby Bell signed card, if you sign up, people aren't taking me up on this. And yes, Bobby Bell's house is for sale. Sorry, Kenny, I can't buy it. I'm tapped out. If you want to get a piece of Chiefs history, including something with Bobby Bell, my store is open at ChiefsBlitz.com. Here's a signature ball signed by 5 of the greatest Chiefs players of all time from the Super Bowl IV era: Emmett Thomas, Johnny Robinson, Bobby Bell, Willie Lanier, and the late Len Dawson. So if you want to get this, it's a $1,250 discount today, includes shipping and includes the case, plus another Super Bowl IV prize. And if you want to win the ultimate ride, the Derek Thomas Mercedes-Benz raffle is going to conclude in about 3 weeks on October 16th. All you got to do is put $100 in, hit the Scan Me code. It's pretty great. All the money goes to the Derek Thomas, Neil Smith, Third and Long Foundation, and the Duran Cherry Foundation. It's a good cause. They do a lot of great work in Kansas City. So I highly recommend you guys being a part of this.
Yeah, I want the card too. I want to hit this all black, shine it up. It got the nice rims on it.
It's shined up. It's got a few It's got a few marks on it, but
yeah, I seen it drive off when I was there, man. It's a nice car. I already put mods in, so if I win, y'all gonna see. I'm gonna make a whole video of me getting in.
There's gonna be gold rims. It's gonna be pumping bass, I'm
gonna leave it like it is. I'm gonna leave it like it is.
I want to leave everything how it is too, man. I want to drive off, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to sit to leave the doors open. You know what I'm saying? I want to ghost ride it down truth.
Down
truth. Definitely, man.
So with that said, guys, let's get into some of the stuff that's was going around on Twitter.
Let's do it.
All right, go ahead.
All right, this is from Fatty Patty. Noah Williams has developed at a crazy rate in the last 3 weeks. Kansas City definitely got a stud in the 3rd round. Dude is running around playing his heart out. He's one of the hardest hitting players on the team as well. Yeah, I thought he played great. He did have a couple penalties in the game, but you know what? That's okay. One of them face mask, can't do that. The other one was pass interference, I think. But, he did spend some time on the one-on-one on an island of his own with the Giants' top wide receiver, Mr. Neighbors, who caught 2 passes for 13 yards. Kudos to the defense. I mean, they need him with Christian Fulton out. I don't even know how long Christian Fulton's going to be out. It could be a while. Injury prone. It's too bad because I thought he played pretty good in the opener. Until he got in the opener. So, they need him. They need Ashton Galati. They need parking lot. I mean, they need these guys to step up. They need to get Bassett on the field. They're going to have to rely on a lot of young guys, but Noah Williams, to me, I think was as close to a can't miss 3rd round pick of any that were drafted. And I'm looking forward to his positives going forward. Sterling Holmes, very good positive. Kingsley's progressing nicely. I thought he looked good. I concur. Thornton is a legit deep threat. And, of course, another commentary about Mr. Knoll. Spags is the best defensive coordinator in the NFL. And, I thought Spags the last 2 weeks has called brilliant games after some of the gaffes that happened in the first week. So I'm all good with all this. I like the energy today. I like the energy. All right, and, of course, Hence posted this last night at Chiefs Blitz. The story of Tyquan Thornton is a testament to perseverance from a 2nd-round pick with promise to a Patriots cast-off. His journey is now culminating in a breakout performance for the Chiefs. After a quiet start, 41 yards in week 1, 59 yards and a touchdown in week 2. He delivered a spark in week 3 with a 5-yard touchdown and a 71 total yards. He's proved that opportunity is everything, and kudos to him because he is close to breaking one more game, should break his career stats in the first month of the season. So if that happens, that's good news for Kansas City.
And you would have had more yards than that if Mahomes threw the goddamn ball, right?
Oh, hush. I don't want to.
I'm just saying, threw the damn ball right, more yards than that.
That ball was perfectly, he just had to get it. He just had to keep it
over his head.
He needed to turn his body and land on his shoulder, and he would have been just fine. And I would have won my fantasy. I would have won my fantasy points. So I'm not bitter.
I get you with the
fantasy. No bitter today. No bitter today.
What they said, go ahead, Lou. Get us right into the first question.
Okay, so did the Chiefs fix its offensive problems, or did they just beat a bad Giants team?
Well, I think heading into this game, I saw a lot of stuff Sunday morning about how a lot of these NFL experts were comparing the Giants quarterback with the Chiefs quarterback, Russell Williams versus Pat Mahomes. They were on par, which meant they were the same player. Obviously, in this game, that proved to be wrong. Russell Wilson could not handle the 2 safety zone. He just didn't know what to do. And when we took Neighbors out of the game, he didn't have another option. And I think that's something that's the key to the win. Listen, I don't think the Chiefs fixed their offensive problems, but I thought that is a great defensive line. That is probably the best front 7 they're going to face this year, maybe next to Denver. I thought Philadelphia's was good, but I think the Giants defense front 7 is much better. Those guys were doing everything they could. They were blitzing. They were moving guys around. I was impressed with the fact that the offensive line held up as well as it did because they were being harassed. In the second half, Andy Reid moved the offense a little bit and got at Mahomes outside the pocket, which was a smart thing to do. So for me, I think they fixed a few things. I think they're going to anticipate, unless he has another setback like he had last week, Xavier Worthy might play this week. Maybe not until Jacksonville now because there was a setback to his injury. But, listen, with Thornton, and if they can find a smidge of a running game a little bit more, I think they're going to be all right. But when Worthy comes back and Bryce is back, and you got Thornton, he'll have 6 games of experience in, this offense is going to be really, really, really good.
Well, I have to say, I think they beat a bad Giants team. I don't, looked at the offensive line. It was some key, mistakes. I tried to have the guys back, but a lot of, Jawan Taylor didn't look, the false starts when the drive keep going, the false starts. I thought that would be fixed by now. Even Matt Nagy said in the press conference, we can't be doing that. We got to get that fixed. And what happened right after that? Wow, this happened. And then he get pushed over on the back. Then Kingsley looked good, but, somewhat what. I'm not going to hold a lot on Josh Simmons. He's a rookie. But, yes.
He got schooled a little bit last night. Let's be honest.
He got schooled a little bit last night. But, again, I think they just beat a bad Giants team. And I think that they still got to fix some offensive problem with the running back issue. I say Pacheco just look like you ever seen, I don't know if you guys have play the video games these days, but if you ever play the video games and your person is stuck and they just running in place against the wall, Isaiah Pacheco. That is him. He just stuck in one spot and his legs just moving and nothing else is getting solved. So that's the problem with the offense right now. So if I don't think they fix their problem, I think they just beat a bad Giants team on offense.
Pops out his best game of the year.
I'm gonna say honestly, in the first half was horrible for the offense. The Giants front, like I stated before, that's gonna be tough. Like you said, number 74 was getting his butt kicked. You know what I'm saying, fall starting and whatnot. He was getting beat. I think Theo Box, I believe Theo Box was giving that man some work, man.
Wait,
The number 0. I'm trying to get good with names, Lou.
Thibodeau.
I'm trying. Thibodeau. My bad, Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Thibodeau was getting that man. So I said Theo Box.
Some noise came out of your mouth.
So listen.
He gave a transformer name, right?
Theo Box. You know what I'm saying? Hey. That's how he was acting. Shit, he was kicking. He couldn't stay for his ass. But I'm gonna say this. What I loved about the offense in the second half was Thornton. Thornton looked sweet out there. He's been looking sweet for the last couple of games, and the connection got better. And also, the Chiefs was running the ball a whole lot more. We know the Giants was like just like a stepping stone for the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Get the Chiefs back to rhythm. Get the Chiefs back on track. Not we worrying about that because the Giants were a horrible team. But what I loved about the second half of the game was the combination, the connection with Mahomes and Thornton. I said, there you go. I said, there it is, man. So
you said they fixed their offensive problem.
I'm gonna say in the second half, the Chiefs definitely got it together. Besides 74, the Chiefs got it together.
Yeah.
I would say, as far as the national pundits go, I think everybody got a little carried away with Russ's performance against the Cowboys, which their defensive backfield is just a shambles right now. You saw Caleb Williams take him apart this past weekend as well. So yeah, I think that was a little fool's gold there, to say the least. Now Neighbors is a spectacular player, and you could see that was, and they mentioned it on the telecast many times, that was Spags' plan the whole game, was to take Neighbors away. As far as the Chiefs offense, is it fixed? No. First half was an ugly product to watch. NBC had to be thinking, what are we doing? This is our game this week. Right. But the second half, they came out with a little bit more urgency. It was a cleaner operation. I think Patrick was a lot more decisive with his throws. And they got a little bit of a running game going, just enough to keep the defensive backs honest, kind of peeking into the backfield a little bit to see what's happening. So I don't know. They didn't fix their problems for sure. They played much better. Can it be better than that? Absolutely. But it was good enough to win this game. The Giants are they a bad team? They've got a lot of talent, and especially Nick's gone on about their front seven. And yeah, I mean, Brian Burns, you got Simmons up there. Well, he got schooled. Yeah, he's played against one of the best pass rushers in the NFL.
The Chiefs don't have him on their roster,
right? And you got Thibodeau and whatever his name is.
Theo Box.
Coach, what was his name?
Theo Box.
Yeah, there you go. Him. Yeah, I think he went to Oregon. He was like a top 5 pick. Yeah. Thibodeau. Anyway, not to mention Abdul Carter, that could be the defensive rookie of the year at some point this year. We'll see. But I think just moving forward, there's some pieces there. You can see this is going to be a slog until they get their pieces together. They have to win some games. It's going to be ugly for a few more weeks.
I agree.
And then perhaps once Rashid gets kind of up to speed and he gets rolling, if Xavier comes back healthy and can be effective, now all of a sudden, if Tyquan keeps raising his game and he's the 3 instead of the, I guess, 1 at this point,
right?
Now I think you got something, and that hopefully will open up a little bit more the running game, and hopefully my God, let's give Burchard more than 8 plays.
Hey, Lou, I called it. I text you. I
Please.
called it. I said, you called it. You got your
You
boy
got
out
2
there.
first downs, right?
Yeah, he got smacked.
8 snaps. Come on.
Yeah. Come on, Andy. I want to answer King Mo's question. Royals was on the sideline, but he didn't
No
play.
snaps for
Andy
Jalen
talked
Royals.
about that today and basically had him. He was the what if receiver in case there was an injury. So that's why he dressed.
The what
0
if,
snaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you get to this one right here?
At what point do we bench Taylor and put Jalen Moore in? Are we waiting for Taylor to set a record for false starts? I made a couple of calls today. I didn't get a whole lot of response, but Andy did put Moore out there to take some reps from Simmons just to give him a rest. And I think the way Matt Nagy called him out, I think you could see a change this week. I wouldn't be surprised. The issue is, he's just that bull rush. I mean, it was just the worst technique I've ever seen. And, I thought the interior of the line didn't play well on the right side. I don't think Humphries had a great game. Smith got beat a lot. They didn't seem to be in sync in the first half with the center and the right guard, but that changed obviously in the second half as they moved to, Mahomes more to the run. But to answer your question, I don't think it's going to be much longer. I don't think, you don't have your offensive coordinator call you out if you don't have, your superstar Hall of Fame tight end knock you in the helmet. I can tell you the Chiefs weren't pleased, but he just looks outmatched right now. And that knee has got to be a bigger problem than we're talking about, than it's being talked about. I think the Chiefs are losing an opportunity here if they keep him out there. Just my
Can you get the John Harrison question?
Honestly, it wasn't really good enough for the whole offensive line. Humphrey was standing around on some plays. Yeah, on the run plays. Yeah, there were times where he just didn't go second level or he thought his man was being passed off. There was a couple times where he didn't hit anybody. So I think at the end of the day, you have to look at this offensive line and, when do you look at, Andy Heck? I mean, I think that's a big issue right now, this offensive line. King Mo, I would have benched Taylor as soon as he got knocked on his ass by Burns. King Mo bringing the heat, man. Bringing the honesty.
Knocked on his tush, boy.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's a different tush push. That's a
boy, knocked on that
that's
ass.
a tush beat down. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think with him, the thing about Juwan, I think playing obviously plays right tackle. So he's going up against typically one of the better pass rushers in the league just about every game.
Sure.
Right. So you think about this, one of the, great best athletes on the field versus a not so good athlete. And when I'm speaking about that, like all offensive linemen, they are overmatched talent-wise or athletically every game. So I think in his mind, he'd rather take a chance that the referee doesn't call him for being in the backfield or false starting than being in the right position and just getting blown by.
Mm-hmm.
So in some ways, you kind of have to give it to him to say, hey, at least he's trying to not get Patrick killed. But, the constant penalties, like Nagy said, I mean, it just can't happen. You've been in the league. You've been in the league for what, 5 or 6 years now. So that's a tough one there, especially if you have to sit down a starting tackle, because where do you go from there? I mean, you can certainly put Jalen Moore in, but what happens to Juwan Taylor then? I mean, at a certain point, he's just never going to play again. At least for the Chiefs.
Look, see what Ruben say, Drake.
He said, it's too much, Nick. He's making it hard for me to become a better Christian. Amen.
He said to get him cut.
Listen.
Probably something we all need to strive for.
Hey, Hance. Remember back in the day when Taylor came in, he had a great pro tape, didn't he? He was moving around, exercising, lifting all types of weights and whatnot. And what happened? The fundamentals is off.
No, he's got a bad wheel, man. He's got a bad wheel, and the Chiefs have to address it. It ain't going to be fixed.
His game hasn't changed. He was doing the same thing in Jacksonville. Just the spotlight wasn't on him, right? I mean, you're playing at 1:00 in the afternoon, playing for the Jags. It's not that big a deal. Now all of a sudden
it's the time.
You're in prime time with the Chiefs. It's your flaws are going to be magnified, and he hasn't been able to fix them. So
yeah,
it's not that hard to line up. It's not that hard to line up.
I think he's mentally sharp enough to know where to line up, Nick. I just think he feels if he lines up there, he's going to get beat immediately.
That's even bad. Shit.
He could have had 6 more penalties on him.
All right, let's get to the next question.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. He leaves it in the referee's hands. Maybe they don't call them all. Right?
They spared
just
him
like
one
the push. They never call it. So hey, we're going to keep doing it. All right. So is Quan? I'm going to start calling him Quan. The deep threat weapon the Chiefs' offense has been missing.
Me? Oh, okay. I'll go first. First of all, who knows the Quan reference? Put it in the chat, and I'll send you a card. All right.
Let's go.
There you go. Listen, I think he's the deep threat for now until Worthy gets back out there, until Rashee Rice gets back out there. But I think you have to look at what he's done. It's remarkable for a guy that was cast off. Hence was all over him. He's all smiling and grinning over there.
Drake was.
He was all summer league.
You gotta give it to me now. I called him.
From the OTA sessions through obviously the third game of the season, he's exceeded expectations.
They were talking him up.
Yep. And I think the Baylor curse could finally be lifted.
Could be.
I think Andy Reid trusts him. Clearly, I thought what Patrick Mahomes did last night in the fourth quarter, throwing the ball to him in back-to-back plays, is something this team does not do enough of. If something works, do it again until they stop you. I can't tell you how many times
we said that Juju too. Juju.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, just go out there and just throw it again and again and again. I thought the back-to-back plays were 2 of the best plays in the game. And I love the fact that he had a quote after the game that I thought was really impressive. And he goes, I just tried to be better. I just want to be 1% better than I was the day before, the game before. That to me tells me that this kid has understood the path to get here
for a long time,
and he's waited a long time. He's a former second-round pick, and I think
in his head.
Yeah, I think he gets it, and he appreciates this opportunity. And this is a potential, long-term position for him that would make getting rid of Hollywood Brown and maybe Juju Smith-Schuster, though I still would bring Juju back next year. I think it does eliminate the trade chances of getting Tyreek.
This may be what they were looking for out of the young Joka.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, former first round pick, although he was a second round pick, but I think if you listen to Taekwon talk, I think he's a lot more serious about his craft. Now, Joka's very serious about the rap craft, but in terms of the football stuff, he thought he was it. So
he was
didn't work out so well. But I think he has a legitimate shot. He's got the physical skills. Everything is there. I never had any question about that. It's just the history of the guys at that position that come from his school. So if he's gonna be the first, let's do it.
King Mo asked. He said, "What y'all think about the finger pointing in the celebration?" He was pointing that Lou. He was
straight up, but he was pointing straight up.
He said,
I'm surprised they didn't call a 15-yard penalty on that for unsportsmanlike conduct.
If you play high school ball, that's what they tell you to do, right?
First down.
Yeah, you got it because we don't got that many reps and video equipment out there when you playing high school ball. And that's how the coach you caught the ball. You put your hand up. But hey, I feel like this is what we was missing. He's 6'2". What? With me, with cleats on, he's 6'3".
He's 6'7" with you.
The cleat adds an inch. That's what the coach said back in the day. The cleat adds an inch to your height. So with the, So off the field, he's 6'2". On the field, he's 6'3".
Everybody's wearing cleats, so you're all an inch tall.
You're all in. Everybody wears cleats.
If you're 5'7", you're 6'3" with cleats.
So when he was out there, this is the receiver that the Chiefs was missing. Somebody that's what they wanted in MVS, right? A guy that that can go out here and do all things. And then the kid was out here. Like the Mahomes missed him on another touchdown that he was wide open. And if he just threw it in front of him, he could have scored a touchdown as well. But the kid is out here like I know Nick said something about his quotes and after the game. But also he said in practice, he said it started in practice. You know, I'm taking my practice, what I do in practice and put it on in the game field. And that's like, you know, that somebody is serious at the craft. I heard the greats say that, right? I heard Tyreek Hill say that when he first came over and when he was a kickoff returner, right? A lot of people said he was a kickoff returner, but he kept practicing to be a wide receiver. And he came out to be one of the great wide receivers is in the league right now. So what you see with Thornton is what I always wanted out of Chiefs wide receiver. Yes, we got Rice. Yes, we got Worthy, but we was missing that big guy that was fast as well, too. So, hey, I think this is the key piece missing with the Kansas City Chiefs. And when Worthy and Rice and Hollywood all them play together, watch out NFL.
Watch out.
I'm gonna say this. I think Dame Spence says this, man. He said, I want to see them get Thornton some more routes. Honestly, I think he's more than a deep route guy. Yeah. Now, honestly, I do believe that, but we need somebody that can stretch the field, and he's been doing it for the last 3 games. We know he can take the top off. We got that. Now, just imagine if Worthy comes back and Rashid comes back, it's going to be scary. Now, I didn't mention Hollywood. Now, you got 4 good guys, but 3 of these guys are very explosive. I'm loving the fact that, yes, and I do agree with the question, Thornton is the missing piece. He is the deep threat guy.
Right. Go ahead,
He
Luke.
is right. He has right now. Yeah, I mean, for sure. We'll see what happens when they kind of get the other guys in the mix and how they continue to use him. And I think they will, as long as he's consistent, right? As long as he has Patrick's trust. Now, so far, so good. Hence was talking about that one play, and I think it was a great design. I mean, they had everybody fooled, like the ball was going out to the flat. And again, it's one of these throws that Patrick will put in there. And I don't know if he just is trying to place it out there or whatever, but just, you know, put a little air under. I don't know if he's afraid that, you know, safety's going to come over the top and pick it off. But Thornton's, you know, a little bit taller, you know, give him a chance to go get it. And I think, and I think as they work together more in game situations, Patrick will do that. So, I'm encouraged by the kid. Again, proving me wrong. This is awesome. I love it.
Is he out playing Hollywood Brown right now? I believe he is.
It doesn't matter. They play 2 different positions.
I believe he's faster, better hands, man. And he keeps himself in shape. Right? He's not an injury-prone guy.
What you over there doing, sir? He said they play 2 different positions. They both wide receivers.
No. They have different responsibilities in the offense.
Okay. That's what you meant to say. Okay. Well, let's get to the next question.
I know what a wide
Hollywood
receiver
gets
is.
Downfield. Let's go. Was the running game's performance a sign of progress or still a major concern?
Brashard Smith's the only solution they have unless they make a trade. I mean, that's it. You know, as Lou said, you got to have more than 7-9 snaps. You know, we've been touting this kid since before the draft. We were ecstatic in unison, and they drafted him in the 7th round. How he got there, I don't know. But the Chiefs are slow playing his progress and his development. I think they're trying to give Pops every opportunity to do something. But watching him in pass cover, running backwards and turning your head toward the friggin' end zone.
I told you he's stuck in place.
He's stuck in place. You're right. He's hitting the wall, man. He's like that Christmas gift that you got, and it had one of those things that slide, and it had a Santa and a reindeer, and I had this as I was a kid, and it had a little present, and it had 2 nails, and you can hit the nails. You go back and forth on this thing and hitting the nails on both sides, and the dang thing never opened. And that's, I think, what you kind of got with him. Listen, I applaud him for his work, getting ready for the season. But his lack of vision, he's had 2 easy touchdown runs had he just gone the right direction. And in the last yesterday and also against the Chargers. And I think the problem with him is he's so tunnel visioned when he runs. We talk about this all the time. He doesn't look up. He doesn't cut back. He's the least patient running back I have ever seen Andy Reid put on the field. Mm-hmm. And I think, when Kareem Hunt got in there, at least he was able to, see the hole, find the hole, go get 3 or 4 yards. He's not going to be a 15, 20-yard game breaker. But, the Chiefs need Brashard Smith. He's going to be the key. So in my opinion, they've got about 3 or 4 games to really get him up to speed so they can get him ready for the second half of the season. That's my opinion. Or make a trade.
Yeah, I have to say, we are seeing it, right? We all seen the running back situation, and like loose shirt, Ghostbusters, right? It's just Ghostbusters out there, That's what he's doing. Who you gonna call? You gonna call Bashar?
Honestly, who are you gonna call?
Bashar Smith. You see Bashar Smith looked out there. He looked like Tyreek Hill coming out the backfield, right, running the cross routes back and forth fast. I said, "Come on, man, give it to him. Let him go over the top, man. That kid moving real fast. He's fast as heck." But I think it's still a major concern if they don't draft something. If they don't go out there and get nobody. And go get somebody before the trade deadline, a veteran or somebody that's on somebody's roster.
Put Mitchell out there. Give him a chance.
Maybe that's the answer. Maybe they waiting on him to, not
read the book.
It has to be understanding the offense is the only reason I can see that he's not playing.
That's why they're probably out there. But again, man, Isaiah Pacheco is running hard, but ain't going nowhere, right? It's just like you see. It's like when I used to work with this guy, man. He was a little older guy, but he was a run fast when it was after the time was up, but it wasn't going nowhere. He tried to clock out. But again, Isaiah Pacheco, man, I'm hoping the kid get it together, but I think this is still a major concern for this.
They are concerned about him. They admitted that in the media yesterday. There were some people who spoke to the Chiefs about Pacheco, and they were very concerned.
I'm gonna give you one better, man. I'm gonna give you one better though. Hence. You said video game. I'm gonna say motor control car. You know how the motor control car runs to the wall, go. That's what Pac is, man. I'm like, the awareness is off. He can't find a hole, man. It's like, okay, Pac, I get you very aggressive. He pops up out of nowhere very aggressively. I get that. He's so eager to run the ball. I got it. But damn it, follow the right path. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the odds, they follow the yellow brick road. You know what I'm saying? Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road, baby. So here's the thing with Pac, man. I think honestly, I'm glad that the Chiefs started to run the ball a whole lot more in the second half because you still at least want to keep their pass rush honest, and they did. But at the end of the day, man, Pac is Pac, man. Pac got.
He's just not the guy.
Pac.
That's all there's to it.
Yeah, I don't know that he's any different than he was coming out of Rutgers. It was good enough, for the first couple of seasons, and maybe it's an obvious part of it is an offensive line issue. Part of it is they don't stick with the run that much. Now, last night, I think he got another 10 carries. I think Kareem got close to the same. Brashard, his snap count did go up. So we'll give him that. So he did. He did get 8 snaps. He did get the ball in his hands at least once. So that was good. So we'll see what's happening there, right? I mean, we don't know. We don't know who is going to be available. Probably talking about Alvin Kamara there, King Mo. That would certainly make sense. Veteran player on a bad team. Maybe they're trying to get younger, get some draft picks. But again, it's always going to come down to the contract.
Yeah, Saints have been trying to get younger for 3 years, and they haven't gotten them anywhere.
When you're talking about a veteran running back, is how much are they still making? Do we see this guy being around for a while? Is this just an 8-week or 9-week rental? So we'll see. But no, I mean, it just you really have to get more out of that running game, and it's just not happening right now. So hopefully, the offensive line.
I think he popped their GPS system or something in his helmet.
He's an $11.5 million, $18 million cap hit next year.
Yeah, they're not going that in the running back.
So
position.
Base salary, it's only 2.6.
I think that's just the team philosophy, and they're just not going to buck that trend. So is
the holes opening up for Pac? What it is, man? I don't know.
Patrick back to his old form.
Who knows?
I guess what is his old form? Or did he just have a good game?
I think take the second quarter out. I thought he played, pretty good considering everything and getting that offensive line to be adjusted to that pass rush. And once they figured out how to combat that, which they did in the third and fourth quarter, get him out there in space and get away from the pass rushers. And the Giants didn't adapt enough. So is he back to his old form? I mean, listen, I think the best Patrick Mahomes is the guy that just keeps slinging the ball. And, the play to Hollywood Brown at the end of the first half. I mean, if the Giants defender was even thinking, let him catch the ball. There's only 6 seconds left. There's nothing they can do. Unless he thought he was going to fall down, he was going to go into the end zone. But, I think you just keep slinging it. And the fact that he went to Thornton, like I said earlier, back-to-back throws, back-to-back plays, and had, good results doing it. He's not going to be his old form until he feels comfortable with that offensive line and he gets Worthy and Rice back and he's had a couple weeks on the field during the regular season to get used to them. And then I think once we hit the Bills game and the Broncos game, which are back-to-back on the road with the bye week sandwiched in between, that's when I think this offense is going to be playing at a high level, and that would be good timing.
Yeah, I think I think he's just had a good game. You know what I mean? I don't think he's back to his old form because he don't have his weapons, and also the multiple backer passes. Right? A lot of people ain't gonna mention that. You know what I mean? The multiple of them. I'm like, is he not knowing where he's at on the field? You know what I mean? Is he?
I will.
You know what I mean? I'm like the back those right there could have lost the Chiefs the game, man. So I think he had a good game to get him across the hump to beat the Giants, but I don't think he's back to his old form yet. Go ahead.
Man, damn all that he was. This is Mahomes being Mahomes. We're doing Mahomes things. That's the shit he's been doing, but Mahomes always been the guy make bonehead plays sometimes. Also, he makes great plays too. That's just who Mahomes is. He just had a bad throw. It was retarded. And then the throw to Kelsey, I don't know what the hell was going on in that damn play. I don't know. He froze like a video game, right, Bo? He froze like a video game. He hesitated. I'm like, throw the damn ball. And how do you miss the throw? How do you miss that damn throw? It's crazy. But Mahomes been Mahomes, man. It's this is what Mahomes do. So it ain't shocking to me. He just had a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's set a standard so high that, it's hard to say he had a good game. It was okay, in my book. He still has these throws where it's just WTF. Now, you can't get too upset at him because he does make chicken salad out of chicken, whatever, a lot of times. He just pulls him out of the fire. Yeah. But when it was horrible when he did the first backwards pass, right? And it's like, what are you even thinking? What if he does catch the ball? What's going to happen then? Right. But then on the second one, he makes what I believe is the best play he's made, maybe all season. It was almost like Steve Nash, throw a bad pass, and then get transition defense. I'm getting back and get in there for the steal. Right. And he took it away from the linebacker who looked like he was ready to go in and score because that would have really changed things up.
Oh, man.
So that was pretty wild. But yeah, there's just something there with about 5 or 6 throws a game where it's not the same guy, just something takes over. And that one to Thornton, that again, they had it just called perfectly. The defense took the bait. And he just looked like if he gets that ball to him, he streaks down the sideline, probably scores. Yeah. But, we'll see. I think it was a decent game for him. Didn't throw any picks, so that was good. Yeah. But, old form, not yet. No, I don't think so. Yeah, man. All right. Which was more important to the Chiefs' victory? Offensive improvement or their defensive dominance? Wow.
Ooh.
That's a pretty strong word.
It was very strong. We said dominant.
That's 3 questions in one. So I'll take the victory supersedes everything. You got to get the win. I think all 3 things contributed to it. I think, the offensive improvement was there at times. Their defense was just dominating. What they did to Neighbors, I know the Cowboys defense is trash. Their secondary is trash. But nonetheless, this is a guy that they, for the most part, put him out there with Watson, and that was it. They didn't double him because they played the 2 safeties on each side of the field, which really confused Wilson.
That was doubling him.
That was what it was.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
That is doubling him.
But as far as, one-on-one situations, when they went deep, he was on an island. So I think for me, I think the victory is the most important thing.
I agree.
They're 1-2. They're second in the West. They still got to chase the Chargers. The Chargers don't look like a team that's going to dominate the NFL this year. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I've watched all 3 games. Wow.
They're not going to dominate. No, they're going to have.
If the Browns defense is as good as we're saying it is right now, forget about the players playing it. Jesse Minter has the Chargers. That defense looks like as good as anybody in the NFL right now.
It looks good. It's not
without a lot of stars. I mean, Derwin James looks like he could be Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough yet. I haven't seen enough yet.
What you need to see, Nick? What do you need to see?
I need to see how they play football in November and December. That's what's going to determine how successful they are.
So far, looks like wow.
Listen, I'm not discounting being 3-0, and I'm not discounting beating 3 AFC West teams in a row. That's not an easy thing to do. And props to them. I think Harbaugh is one of the best coaches to ever coach football, and I think
that's your guy there.
He's my guy, and so I want to see the proof in the pudding. I want to see what they do in November and December. I want to see if they can add things to the offense and add things to the defense that differentiate themselves, week to week, that make adjustments. So right now, to me, I'm seeing the same team play the same way, and they haven't had a whole lot of adversity yet. That's all.
Well, I'm gonna go. Which was more important, to the Chiefs' victory, the offense improvement, or the defense. I go with the defense because Spags, with that little menu play sheet he got, is out here coaching up a storm out here against everybody.
What you call that? What you call that play sheet, bro? What you call it?
Little menu sheet.
I call the happy hour play sheet.
The happy hour play sheet. That's what it is. But I feel like everybody say though, what's the wide receiver room? I asked Dre, the wide receiver BYU or wide receiver college. What they say? Well, all the wide receivers come from LSU, right?
LSU. You say LSU.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you look at it, Spags shut down all the LSU wide receivers, right? Justin Jefferson got shut down on Spags' defense. What's his name? The kid from the Bengals, man.
The triple crown.
He got shut down. Neighbors get shut down. It's the dominance of Spags.
And who's next? Yo, boy.
Big what's his name?
Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas is up next. We'll see. But other than that, man, the defensive dominance of Spags, the coaching, like I've been calling, like this kid, this guy I don't know, he's older and everything. Shoot, he should have had a second shot at a coaching job, right? He should have had another shot at it. But Spags, he's the one that's keeping the Chiefs alive, relevant right now. For past 2 years, Spags been keeping the Chiefs irrelevant. So the defense is out here dominating. Also, he got Nall Williams looking good. That's not talk about parking lot. Parking lot out here is causing pressure. Yeah, so stop, sir. So I feel like the defense dominance is gonna, was the more important to the Chiefs.
This defense is only gonna get better.
All right. Well, check me out. Peep game. Noah Williams is the guy, gentlemen. It's Noah Williams. Down the penalties. I love the aggression. That nasty work out there, man. He's beating receivers up. Shout out to Jarius Sneed, man. He got the Jarius Sneed in him, bro. He got that dog in him, right? I like him. But the question is, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say victory. Just go out there and get a victory because they needed it. Because I get the defense. I played offense, did play fairly well. Defense did play well, too. But it was the victory. This is an easy team to beat, guys. Chiefs went out there in second half and played Kansas City football, went out there, did what they need to do, and got the job done. So I say the victory was more important than anything else.
Hey, it said what was more important to the Chiefs? Victory.
Yeah, certainly the defense.
Oh shit! The hell!
And Spags' game plan. You look at the statistics from the week before. Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson, their combined number, they were like over 300 yards combined. Right. 20 some like 15 catches or something crazy like that, and to shut them down. I think Neighbors caught 2 balls. I don't know if Wan'Dale Robinson had maybe 1 or 2 as well, and like under 40 yards combined. That's ridiculous. Now, a lot of that, obviously, the players have to go out there and execute. I thought Jalen Watson played an exceptional game.
That was his best
Cuffs
game.
Was Cuffs. He did get hit with the pass interference.
That was
I don't know if I agreed with the call, but whatever. He did get hit with a penalty, but that was it. Other than that, you saw all the DBs kind of having their part in it. You know,
Wallace, forgot Roland Wallace.
Roland Wallace.
I love him at safety. I think that's a brilliant move.
I thought Brian Cook had a good game until got his
boy
run a little bit.
Hans was talking down about this boy.
He's played really well this year.
Now he's opening up like a beautiful flower.
Contract
but
years.
I thought right across the board, and even the defensive line. I mean, I thought George had his best game.
George played good. He did. Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that had good games, and the plan was, hey, you took away their best players. Now, Scattaboo, when he did get the ball, he made some hay, but I think that was in the game plan, was that they're not going to stick to that, right?
They should have.
Let's just do what defenses do to the Chiefs, or what we're doing to the Chiefs is, hey, we're going to try to take away Tyreek Hill and whoever else you have out here catching passes, and we'll just dare you to run the ball. So, it worked out great. So, I think
Scattaboo should have gotten a lot more touches.
Scattaboo, he did get a lot. I mean, for what he is.
He led the team in receiving and rushing.
Yeah, man. Hey, Kimo said, shout out to Noah Gray. Yeah! Hell yeah, shit, 50 shades, baby. 50
when your head coach benches your starter, that's what happens.
So was our season on life support? Wow, damn, we're getting deep. Has the Chiefs season been saved?
Damn.
By the Lord with this win, or are they still on shaky ground?
I'll make this short and sweet. I don't think they're on shaky ground. I think they're just trying to manage. They're just trying to manage the roster till everybody gets back. Until that maybe the schedule lightens up just a little bit, so they can take a breather, meaning that they can catch their breath. That's what this win did for them. So. Did it save the season? Yeah, probably more so than they are on shaky ground. So I'm just going to say, it didn't. It saved the noise between the ears and the mounting Chiefs kingdom on their shoulders to be a better football team than they've showed so far. So in that respect, I agree. It's saved.
They still on shaky ground. You know what I mean? 'Cause you got the Chargers going up. You know what I mean? Going up in the division. I'm just saying the Chargers going up in the division. They come out here. I said the Chargers before the season started was going to be a problem. In the division. You know what I mean? Then you got the Buffalo Bills. They 0-3. And then you got the Indiana Jones Colts. It's out here just causing a storm too. If you don't come out against Baltimore, and we're gonna see what Baltimore do tonight, next Sunday, you'll come out to Baltimore and show what you showed in the fourth quarter on offense, and the defense still stay what they in.
Right.
I still say they on shaky ground for me. Yes, this season they won this game, but you got to say they still on shaky ground because you got a lot to go out there of. You got a hard schedule that's coming up, right? You got Baltimore, Jags, Detroit Lions. Even though there's 3 home stands, but hey, we've been losing games at home as well. So, hey, I say they're still on shaky grounds with me.
I think the season was definitely saved with this win because the social media dogs would have whooped the Chiefs' ass all up and down. I don't give a damn what nobody would have said. They would have beat Mahomes down again. They would have beat Spags and the great Andy Reid down, and the cheeseburger would have been missing. What I'm saying is this here, man. If we look at it right now, this team was the easiest team the Chiefs were going to face all year. And they had to go out there and really show the world like we still an aggressive team. We still the more dominant team in the NFL right now. So I definitely would say this win honestly saved their season. It did because this is a momentum builder. And real quick, Chris Jones got his sack on Russell, right? This offensive line is terrible. So that's what I was waiting on. I said, okay, Chris Jones got a sack. Okay, good. Okay, Chris Jones, you got your confidence back. So, yes, this game right here was like, for me, it saved the Chiefs season.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, I would say a few things. As far as the it did a lot for the confidence of the team. And I'm not talking about guys like Patrick or Travis or Chris Jones, guys that have been around for a while and maybe battled through some adversity. There are some, I think, like a younger faction of this team that maybe their confidence isn't where it needs to be. And that's why I think they run into these situations where during games, it just doesn't look quite right. The operation isn't completely right. Now, everybody's got their hand in it. And I'm not saying that, those three guys are playing at an elite level. They've had their moments too of kind of screwing up. So everybody's got their hand in that. But it did a lot for that confidence. Are they on shaky ground? In terms of, the 1 seed, if you're already thinking about that 3 games in, yeah, I mean, it's, there's going to be some issues here, especially if, they come out of these 6 games without Rice and potentially without Worthy at the same time. If you come out of that at less than 3-3,
yeah, then that's time to panic.
It may not be time to panic, but you're going to have to go on a run, right? Yeah. You're going to have to almost maybe not win all the games, but pretty close to all of the rest of the games.
No, agreed.
So from that perspective, you wanted to get 1 under your belt because you lost the first 2. So did it save the season? I don't know if it saves the season, but it certainly, gets, a little bit of swagger, a little bit of confidence back.
There you go. It's all about swagger.
You can go into that Baltimore game thinking, okay, we've seen it. We've been able to come out on the winning side of things. We've played these guys before. So there's kind of like that institutional confidence. But you like some of these guys that maybe haven't experienced it in the past, they needed to see it and they need to feel it. And then they play a little bit better and they start to raise their level and then things start to roll.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's going to be a game tonight against Baltimore and the Lions.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm not looking for Lions to take out some key players. I don't root for injuries, but I do.
You are looking for them to take out a key player. And why would
I just want it to be a physical, tough game, and
somebody out. The where's number 22? Hey, I don't know. I don't root for injuries, but I do root for injuries.
There's already plenty of injuries out there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Matabuike's not playing. Van Noy's already out.
Bosa out now. Bosa done for the season.
Bosa's out now too.
Well, he plays for San Francisco, but
I'm just saying injuries out. They throwing injury left and right.
I'm talking about the game tonight, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah,
James Conner, our
San Francisco, the beat goes on. It seems like every year one of their key cogs goes out injured, and it's what's in the water out there? Some of these places that they're constantly battling injuries. Is it a strength and conditioning?
I think it is. Strength and conditioning.
What's happening? But as far as tonight, last time Detroit went there, they got their asses handed to them 2 years ago.
They did.
Okay. The thing about Detroit, and we said it last year, that their schedule had set up perfectly. I think they only had to go outdoors 3 times. Right. And those were like Chicago, like Chicago, Green Bay, and then I think there was one other game. So I'm not saying that they can't play outdoors, but it certainly hinders them, I think, a little bit. So it should be an interesting one tonight. I've got the Ravens in this one, and I think the spot is 4.5. So if you're able to go high-low on that, let's go high with the Ravens.
I got D-Town, man.
Man, I don't know.
Detroit's going to get it done.
I'm kind of with you too. I like Detroit. I like the way they played last weekend, and that no hole is just throw up 50 points and screw it. I like that mentality. That's their best team when they play like that, and they just don't give a crap about the score and they run it up. You're going to have to do that against
Baltimore
the Ravens.
Baltimore has 40 and 41.
Yeah, but listen, Baltimore, the Ravens are a good football team. They've also given up a lot of points. I'm not.
Yeah, Buffalo. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm not sold on Jackson. I never will be, and that's just me. This has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I don't think he's going to win a Super Bowl. But I said the same thing about LeBron James. I never thought he'd win win an NBA title, and I was wrong. So I'll probably be wrong on this too. Maybe someday he gets his due, but at some point you can't settle for division titles
Lamar
and getting
Jackson over Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, listen. The Bills are the best team in the AFC right now. There's no question.
I
The
had
Ravens.
to say the Colts. I had to say the Colts.
Oh my God. Wait a second. What's in that cup, Hence?
I'm just saying, like
The elderly man is speaking. Just a minute.
Go ahead.
The Bills are the best team in football. The Bills have the easiest schedule of any contender this season.
They do.
They have 2 tough games, both at home.
And they play
Chiefs,
the NFC South, don't they?
Yeah, and they play the NFC South. The Chiefs, the Bucks, and the Eagles, I think all 3 are home. So, I mean, that's it. There's nothing else in the schedule. They could
did
just
play
rest.
Baltimore opening night.
Okay, they play Baltimore.
Opening weekend.
Okay, from this point forward,
yeah,
it's a
cakewalk. I agree
cakewalk.
with you. Yeah,
if they lose 2 games,
horrible.
I will be shocked if that's the case.
So you saying the Bills are going undefeated?
No, I'm saying if they lose 2 games, and with this schedule, they'd have to lose to the Chiefs and the Eagles. Beyond that, I don't think they're losing any more games.
I think they lose to the Saints next Sunday.
Not a chance in hell.
Okay, so now you really got to check that cup.
Money on it.
How? It's in Buffalo. There's no way.
I think it's a
The
trap
Saints
game.
suck.
I think it's a
The
trap
Saints
game.
suck.
Hey, Nick, it's a trap game. I'm telling you how it
All
goes.
right. So in this,
It's only a trap in your mind.
in the same breath, he pronounces the Colts is the best team in the AFC, and the Saints are going into Buffalo and they're going to win a game.
Hey, I said it on Saturday. I said, I think the Browns is going to go in here and beat Green Bay. And
Hey,
what
I called money on that one, bro. I said no, because Jacob was telling everybody he wanted. He has a record that has never been broken. And what the dog pound do?
If you fling enough poop against the wall, some of it will stick.
I guess.
Depends on what you eat.
I'm gonna say everybody know who the best team in the AFC is. It still goes to Mahomes, even though they lost those 2 games. It still go to Mahomes, even though it looks bad. It still go to Mahomes and the Chiefs. Right. It doesn't matter.
The way they're playing right now. I mean, you can certainly say that the Bills are playing some pretty significant football.
They play some good football.
The Chargers, to me, like that would have gained. If this was the old Chargers, they would have lost that game yesterday in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. They brought it back in the 4th quarter. Yeah. Herbert made one of the most just ridiculous throws you'll ever see for a
high and low,
right? And Baltimore's Baltimore. So yeah, the AFC's got some damn good teams. So and who knows if Indiana Jones, Danny Diamonds can kind of keep this thing rolling with the Colts.
He's looking like Peyton Manning out there, and he kind of looking like Peyton Manning with a number 17. I don't know.
Yeah, and their schedule's not that daunting either, obviously, from being the last place team.
What's the deal with Houston though? Houston, I wasn't expecting Houston to play like this.
Yeah, they've kind of lost themselves.
That shtick from the coach just doesn't work anymore.
Well, I don't know about that. I think they trade their left tackle. They have a horrible offensive line, and they
made it worse.
Like their all-pro left tackle, Laramie Tunsil. They fired Bobby Slowick, who I think was partially responsible for getting C.J. Stroud to be a good player at least. So who knows? But they're certainly moving in the right direction. It's a shocker,
gentlemen. It's a shocker.
So who the worst 0-3 team right now? Would you have to say?
Ooh,
the worst, probably the Saints.
0-3.
Yeah. Texans probably not. I mean, from talent perspective, certainly. The Texans
the Saints are going to struggle to win a game this year.
Yeah, I agree.
They're going to win on Sunday.
They got a short quarterback.
I'd say the Titans are the worst team.
They're probably going to win 2 or 3 games. So why not this weekend?
Why not this weekend?
Why not?
Yeah, hey, Lou, let me ask you this, Lou.
Let's go, Spencer Rattler.
Do you think Ken Ward a bust?
We're 3 games in. The team around him isn't that great.
I think it's the coaching, man. That coach is terrible.
They earned the number 1 pick, right? I mean, it's always hard to judge a guy, but you've seen flashes, some plays that he's made that are whoa, okay. Right. So I think he has it. That's like saying, Caleb Williams is a bust or some of these other guys.
It was thrown out there by Caleb Williams a bust. Then
you gotta give the guy an opportunity to play a little bit before we start using the bust term.
Well,
I don't like that.
Speaking of bust, do you think the bus ran over the Bengals? Do you think the Bengals are done, Luke? And
that
Nick,
offensive line is done, bro. That's fucking done.
I don't.
That was embarrassing.
That Brian Flores defense is no joke. There's certain games where the quarterbacks just look lost, and Browning was lost.
Yeah,
Browning was lost. They couldn't. Pass protection was so. Oh my god.
So the 31 teams that didn't hire Brian Flores.
Hey, listen, everybody that's giving me shit in the comment section, y'all right. The Bengals offensive line was trash, stank, doo-doo, man.
They're still 2-1. They're still leading the division.
It's not even convincing 2-1, man.
They're up there with
Pittsburgh. I love the Bengals, man. But hell, bro, they give my God.
You can't lose Joe Burrow with no defense and expect
they'll be tied with Pittsburgh, and if Baltimore wins tonight, they'll all be 2-1.
So you think they should go get Kirk Cousins? You think they should just?
They gonna beat them.
They can't afford it. They won't spend the money.
Ownership. Even if they did, I don't think that would help them at this point.
I think you're going to see T. Higgins traded at the deadline.
I think they're just going to ride this out. They did extend T.
It's only a 1-year deal,
and he chose to be there. I mean, he wanted to be there. So
right.
Yeah.
So if it's true what Sam is saying about the Saints are tanking, do the Chiefs go try to go get whatever they got over there?
Alvin Kamara?
Yeah, I mean, Alvin Kamara would be a terrific fit if they're going to eat the salary. So again, it's the same thing with the Tyreek Hill rumors. The Chiefs aren't going to add that nonsense to that locker room. They're just not going to do it. Kamara makes a lot of sense. He's going to be 31 years old next year, 32. So how much mileage does he have left? If I'm the Chiefs, I get one of the 3 Dolphins running backs because they're all relatively young.
If I'm the Chiefs, I'm trading Trent McDuffie to the Rams for Puka. I just played Puka.
Trent won't be traded until the offseason.
T. Smurf to the Rams for Puka the Nuka.
I'll just mess with y'all. I'll try to get
done. But would you make that trade though? But would you make that trade?
Would you make that trade, Nick?
No.
If that trade was on the table, would you make that trade? Luke, would you make that trade?
It depends on if they extend Trent or not. If they can get him extended, then you certainly extend him. They're not, and the Rams are never going to trade Puka.
Boy, that boy Puka different.
I'm just saying, if it was on the table, would you?
If it was on the table, you'd certainly have to consider it.
Ooh, Lou said, "Hold on, you got to consider it." Lou, he's all for it.
I just don't think the Rams would do that. But you would certainly have to consider it.
What you mean, Sam? I'm talking about you crazy? I'm all with it. Get Puka in this man.
If you can't get Trent signed and he feels like going back to the West Coast, could work.
So what they say, guys?
How about you, Bo? Now everybody answered. How about you? Do you take the contract? Do you take the trade off?
No, I won't take it. I'm sticking with teacup.
You lying dirty dog. You lying dirty dog, boy.
I just threw it out there to mess with Nick. So what they say, guys,
Go get Jalen right. Yep.
With that, we'll see you guys Wednesday with Chiefs who? Oops. Oh, we lost Luke. Oh, the show was ending anyway. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all soon Wednesday. All right, guys.
Peace out.
Hold on. He was showing us what?
Teacups. Look how
right
small
there.
he is. Look how small he is.
Hey, I thought the car was supposed to be blue.
You talk about the Rams, whatever, guys.
No, I'm talking about T. Smurf.
Shut up, sir.